Dear brothers and sisters, let us continue the book reading Reality at Dawn, written by Babuji Maharaj, chapter The Guru. The help of a guru or master is therefore essential and indispensable for those engaged in spiritual pursuit. There have been cases, however, where sages have attained perfection by mere self effort, surrendering themselves direct to God, but such examples are rare. It is really a very difficult course and can be followed only by persons specially gifted with uncommon genius. Guru is the connecting link between God and man. It is through his medium only that we can reach God. He is the only power that can extricate us from the intricacies of the path. During our spiritual march, we have to pass through various points known as chakras, figuratively called lotuses. They are the centers of concentrated energy of the real power of divine force inherited by man. They are located in different places within the human frame. The intervening space between the 2 points is characterized as a network interwoven by numerous intricate fibers. As we proceed along, we have to pass through these entanglements of the intervening layers. We have to stay there for a considerable time to complete the bhog. Bhog does not only mean undergoing the effect of our past actions, but it really means passing through the process of unfolding the intricacies of the point which we have already arrived at. Our stay at these points for the purpose of bhog is often very long, and in most cases it is almost impossible to get out of it by mere self-effort. It may, however, be possible at a few preliminary stages, but subsequently it becomes quite impracticable. It has been observed that most of the sages of the past who had tried it by self-effort only remained lingering for whole life on the very first or the second stage and could not cross it. The fact is that at somewhat advanced stages we have to face what may be expressed as the slippery condition of the place. There we may sometimes go up a little but soon slip down again. The same thing happens again and again, with the result that higher ascent becomes arduous and well-nigh impracticable. Under the circumstances, it is only a forceful push by the worthy master that can bring us out of the whirlpool. If the master is not lacking in power and capacity, he will by his own force push the disciple up out of the entanglement and place him on the next higher state. It is therefore essential that the guide we select must be one of the highest caliber and worthy of the task of tearing off the intricacies at a glance with the aid of the extraordinary power at his command. It can only be one who has himself attained perfection or complete negation of self. Hence, we must connect ourselves with such a great power by feelings of love and attraction. It does not matter much what conception of him we entertain in our mind. We may call him our friend, master, servant, or whatever we might be pleased to choose, but he remains after all our guide or guru, as he is commonly called. Here Babuji Maharaj is saying that as we people are proceeding in our spiritual path, so the help of a guru or master is therefore essential and indispensable. So there are some cases in the past where sages have attained perfection by mere self-effort, surrendering themselves direct to God. But such examples are very rare and it can be countable. So it is really a very difficult course and can be followed only by persons who are specially gifted with uncommon genius. So for ordinary people, attaining God by their own self-effort is not at all possible. So, Guru is the connecting link between God and man. It is through his medium only we can reach God. He is the only power who can extricate us from the intricacies of the path. So, what are those intricacies? The intricacies during our spiritual march is nothing but the chakras. Those are all the points or various points through which we have to pass. They are figuratively called as lotuses or kamal. They are the centers of concentrated energy of that real power of divine force inherited by man. That is, during creation, the divine energy flowed down in human beings. So those divine energies, they stayed at individual points or centers. They are called as the chakras or the centers. They are located in different places within us. So, the intervening space between the 2 points is characterized as a network interwoven by numerous intricate fibers. Those centers will be like a network of intricate fibers. As we proceed further in our spiritual journey, we have to pass through these intricacies or entanglements of the intervening layers, that is chakras. So we have to stay there for a considerable time to complete the bhog. Usually people think bhog as the process of undergoing the past actions or karma, but it really means passing through the process of unfolding the intricacies of the point which we have already arrived at. See, while moving further in our spiritual path, we come across the centers. So there we have to stop and we have to unfold all the intricacies, and then we have to proceed further. This process of unfolding the intricate layers is called the bhog. Our stay at these points for the purpose of bhog may be very long, and in most cases it is almost impossible to get out of it by their self-effort. It may be, however, possible at few preliminary stages. Initially, one can cross these points by their own self-effort, but subsequently it becomes quite impracticable. So it has been observed that most of the sages in the past who had tried it by their self-effort remained lingering for whole life on the very first or the second stage, and they could not cross it at all. The fact is that at somewhat advanced stages, we have to face a condition called slippery. Though the person want to advance or he advances. Suddenly he slips down. See, here, slippery is not falling from some altitude to the ground. It is the condition of self-awareness or ego which flares up in a man when he attains some stage or higher conditions. For example, if a person attains a state, say higher state of condition, if he is aware of that condition, it's okay, no problem. But if he feels that, yes, I achieved such a great condition, what Babuji Maharaj has stated in his book, see, I achieved that condition. If that feeling is there in him, it is slippery. We can conclude that he has fallen down in spirituality. Even an iota of ego should not be there, even after achieving that highest state of condition. Then what condition should prevail in an abhyasi? He should always feel himself as the humble servant of Master and should be always grateful to his Master. Then, no slippery. Until then, this condition of slippery happens again and again, with the result that higher ascent becomes very difficult and impracticable also. Under such circumstances, the forceful push by the worthy master can only bring him up from that whirlpool. If the master is capable and having that power to pull him out of that whirlpool, then he can come out of that, that is, the disciple can come out of that entanglement. Otherwise, no. So, it is therefore essential that the guide whom we select must be one of the highest caliber and worthy of the task of tearing off the intricacies at a glance with the aid of his extraordinary power which are there in his command. For this, I would like to share with you my own experience. See, at one stage, I started feeling that I am stuck at one point and I want to proceed further, up and up, but something is dragging me down. I was unable to come out of that. I tried many times, several times, but I could not. So then, what to do? I prayed Babuji Maharaj. He showed me the way. Immediately, I ran to Raichur. My sister and her family accompanied me. I dropped them at my uncle's residence, and immediately I took an auto. The time was 7:30 p.m. Then my uncle told, just I will send somebody for your support so that you can reach Appa's house safely. So I obeyed his orders. and I came to Appa's house. Appa was playing cards with his grandson. When I saw that, I felt little astonished. Oh, being such a great spiritual personality, he is playing cards with his grandson. It was a little bit surprising to me. Okay, and then I went in. He welcomed me. When he was taking dinner, I revealed my condition to him. I told him, Appa, I wanted to move further, up and up, but something is dragging me down. It is pulling me down. I don't know what is that. Then he said, I see. Okay. Then he called Amma and told her to give me the sitting. The very next day, he called me and he gave individual sitting. That was the first individual sitting what Pujya Sri Raghavendra Rao Sahib has given to me. What work he has done on me, I don't know. I was completely relieved from that intricate clutches, and just he pushed me up. That's it. See, this is the practical experience I had many times. So whatever Babuji Maharaj says here is the practical truth one experiences during his spiritual journey. Further, what Babuji Maharaj is saying that so we people should connect ourselves with such a great power by feeling of love and attraction. See, the guide should be of such a caliber that he who has himself attained perfection or complete negation of self. We are fortunate that Babuji Maharaj is there with us. So it does not matter much what conception of him we entertain in our mind. We may call him our friend, master, servant, or whatever we might be pleased to choose. But he remains, after all, our guide or guru, as he is commonly called. So, dear brethren, with this we came to know about the importance of the guidance of the Master. With this, I conclude today's satsang, and let us know more aspects in the forthcoming satsang. Till then, I take leave. Pranams. Namaste.